Hello, everyone. Today we'll be discussing whether or not does Trump's ban from Twitter amount to censorship. The topic of freedom of speech following the censorship of Donald Trump's Twitter account after making controversial posts is debatable. This issue was highly contentious in the weeks following the Twitter ban. The main position of the social media company is that it was not censoring the former president, but rather the move was informed by the fact that the freedom of speech is not certain if it causes harm to others. Turner suggests that Twitter's permanent ban has been accompanied by a burst of commentary in the global mainstream and social media regarding the freedom of speech. This essay looks into whether Trump's ban from Twitter amounts to censorship. Despite the controversy raised by the decision to censor the former president, those opposed to the move continue ignoring growing evidence regarding the misinformation propagated by Donald J. Trump through the same platform. One debatable point of view following the ban is whether legislators must advocate for consent and transparency regulations to be used by web-based platforms to combat hate speech and misinformation. However, some U.S. legislators are attempting to liken the above issue to the restrictions on Trump's social media use, which is wrong and misguided. The First Ways Board held the freedom of speech does not warrant individuals to incite others to violence and to acts of lawlessness. Second, incitement to violence is considered criminal due to its harmful nature. In a specific, it results in harm to those targeted by the attacks and innocent bystanders caught in the middle of the action. Additionally, it compromises institutions of democracy that previously relied on election due to the risk of civil war. Hence, it suggests the regulated actions of a leader inciting violence amounts to censorship is misleading. Another debatable perspective regarding Trump's Twitter ban is whether individuals have the right to appear on a specific platform. This perspective is not viable in the sense that if such a right were to be conferred on individuals, social media users would result in wanton demands by random media consumers to have their own views posted as a matter of priority. Subsequently, denying them the above opportunity would result in claims of violation of the right to free speech. However, it is generally accepted that everyone has a right to express themselves or herself in the public domain without regulation if the speech does not result in harm to others. In many arguments regarding the freedom of speech, the question of whether a political speech is given a special level of protection also arises. The fact that the remarks were made the president does not change the fact that they were made in error, and it does not give him immunity. Despite being given a huge leeway in his social media posts before or during the presidency, Wells' research noted that the misinformation posts saw him cross the line, which led to imminent violence and anarchy. The argument that Trump's speech is protected because he was a political leader does not hold. This would suggest that the freedom of speech for political leaders has no limit, which is not viable. My works cited is constitutions as a check on the new governors, using state free speech clauses to protect social medias from political censorship by media platforms. Turner Fred, Trump on Twitter, how a medium decided for democracy to become authoritarian's mouthpiece. Anti-democracy in America, Columbia University Press. Board Silvio, mob censorship, online harassment of U.S. journalists in the times of digital hate and populism. Digital journalism. Wells Chris, modeling the information of attractive and publics in social media in the case of Donald Trump, mass communication in society.